Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Welcome to this video, and this is actually my first video for over a month now because I was having some laptop problems. My laptop broke, so I had to use my old one. It wouldn't upload anything, it was so slow I couldn't really use it. I was having to use my iPhone to go online, to go on YouTube and stuff. But I have got this old one working better now. I upgraded some stuff on it, so I'm hoping this upload will work. If you're watching this video now, it means it has. So I'm just going to show for this video, first one back will just be an update of all the horrors I picked up around the last month or so. This is most of them, I don't think it's all of them because some of them are back on the shelves, but yeah, this is most of them. So here we go. First one is Cold-Blooded Beast, and this is an early 70s Giallo film. I actually already own this. I wanted this because it's a better edition of it. I already have the UK version called Asylum Erotica, which I've already talked about in another video. This is the uncut Italian version. Really good edition, great transfer. It's a good film, I've always liked it, a very sleazy one, and of course this one has all the more graphic sleaze and sex that was cut out of the UK version. So pleased to get the uncut version of it. I like it. That's Cold-Blooded Beast, also known as Asylum Erotica, also known as Slaughter Hotel. Next one is Meat Grinder. This is a horror film from Thailand, one I'd not seen before. Wasn't a massive fan of it. It was okay. It was no way as gory or graphic as I thought it would be. It did have a few quite nasty scenes in it, but nothing I hadn't seen before. Not a great film really, pretty confusing. Meat Grinder. Next one is Blood Sabbath, one I've been meaning to pick up for a while, waiting for it to go down in price. I've got it now. It is quite a amusing one, quite an enjoyable film, basically about a group of Satanists, these women, obviously carrying out like black magic ceremonies and stuff. They run around naked. All of them are really nice looking young women, including Diane Thorne from the Ilsa films. So if you're a fan of her, it's definitely worth checking out. It's quite fun. It's Blood Sabbath. Next one is The Undertaker, a film that I pretty much nearly bought a couple of years back when it first came out. The reason why I didn't was because I heard this version was cut, so I didn't buy it. Then it went out of print, but I actually came by it for under a £5, and considering it's out of print, I couldn't resist not buying it at that price. Wasn't really expecting too much with it. It's not a great film, but unfortunately it's just cut. All the killings are just, you know, whenever it gets to the bit where you think you're going to see something, it cuts away. It's really annoying. The film would be a lot better if it was uncut. That's The Undertaker. Next one is Giallo film called Deadly Inheritance, bootleg DVD. A very early Giallo film from 1968. Really good film. Basically about this old guy. He dies, then all the family, obviously after the inheritance, family members start getting picked off, getting killed. Not too graphically, but some cool moments. And loads of twists and turns in this film, very well directed too. I really liked it. I had not seen it before. Deadly Inheritance, great early Giallo film. Next one is Unknown Beyond, which is quite a modern Italian horror film. I fairly recently saw The Shunned House. That was another modern Italian horror, kind of an anthology, that one. I did have high hopes for this one, but I was actually very disappointed. Not a very good film, to be honest. Pretty low budget. Not great at all really. Unknown Beyond, can't really recommend it. Next one is Amusement, a film I'd heard about for ages and ages, never got around to seeing it, just picked it up recently. Didn't like it really, I thought it was a really bad film. There was one good bit when the girl is, you know, babysitting with the clown in the room. That's a good scene, but Apart from that, I thought it was a really bad film. The killer was really annoying. Not a great film in my opinion, don't like it. Next one is Nothing But the Night, which is a Peter Cushing, Christopher Lee horror film. One I'd not seen, to be honest. I'd always been quite curious about this one. I did actually enjoy it, it's a pretty good film. Not in the league of the great Hammer horrors, but it's a good film. And I actually noticed halfway through the actual girl in this was played by Cassandra from Only Fools and Horses. I didn't notice straight away. Quite fun to see her in that. But yeah, it was a good film, enjoyed it. Nothing But the Night. Next one is Vampire Circus, Hammer horror. This one I had seen before, I'd seen it on TV over the years. I've always thought it was a pretty cool film, very underrated. Doesn't get talked about too much, but it's a good film. I had to snap this one up when I saw it. Definitely one of Hammer's most gory films too. Next one is Devil's Kiss, which is a Spanish horror film, the early 70s. Really good film, enjoyed it. It certainly throws everything into it. You got like this sort of Satanist, you got this sort of corpse resurrected, which is kind of like a Frankenstein's monster type thing, you know. So you can never accuse this film of being boring. I enjoyed it. Just going to put the light on because it seems pretty dark. That's better. Right, next one is The Girl in Room 2A, and this is an early 70s Giallo I've been after for a long time. Mondo Macabre release. Really good film, loved it. Very stylish, very entertaining. Really good mystery to the film as well. It's like it starts off basically, you got like a woman who's abducted and she kind of wakes up tied up, and she's getting like, you know, tortured and stabbed and stuff by someone who you only see these red gloves. And throughout the film you kind of see first they got the red gloves and there's like a red mask and stuff, so the mystery of who that is, like a Giallo film. The film follows this other woman who's obviously in the room 2A, she's getting like spied on, stalked and stuff. Really good film, liked it a lot, The Girl in Room 2A. Next one is another Giallo film, and it's The Monster of Florence from 1986. This is another bootleg, it's a pretty obscure, rare Giallo film. But another really good one, actually based on the true life incident that happened in Italy. And there's also another Giallo film which was also based on the same story, and that is The Killer Is Still Among Us, which is one of the most nasty Giallo films. This one, it's more, the gore is more implied, but it does have some quite nasty moments in it. But really good story, very well directed, really cool film, Monster of Florence. Next one is of unknown origin. One Moods talked about in one of his videos recently, The Killer Rat Week, and when he was talking about it I kind of like recognised the film. I'd not seen it or heard about it for years and years. I'd totally forgotten about the film, so I had to snap it up when I see it. And I think I had seen it before, but it was so long ago I could hardly remember anything of it when I was a kid. But having watched it again, really enjoyed it. Really good film, of unknown origin. Next one we got is Blancheville Monster, which is early 60s Italian gothic horror film. Really good film, very atmospheric, really well directed. If you like your gothic horror films, definitely recommend this. My only criticism would be the transfer of this. I think it's the alpha video. It's not a very good transfer, but the film itself is really good. Blancheville Monster. Next one is Night Train Murders. I do already own this film, I have the Blue Underground version. I picked this one up because I tend to collect these shameless releases when I see them going at a good price. That's the reason why I got it. And I've not seen the film for probably about 4 or 5 years, and I haven't watched it again. I've actually forgotten how good the film it is. Really good film actually, Night Train Murders. Next, another shameless, Flavia the Heretic. This one I've not seen before, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a pretty cool film. Good stuff. Next one, Night of the Hunted, Jan Rowland film. This is one I hadn't actually seen, to be honest. I'd heard about it for a while. I know it does have a Blu-ray release, but this DVD was a lot cheaper, and I also have so many other Redemption releases on DVD, so I always go for the DVDs just to build up that Redemption collection. I've got loads of them now. So that's Night of the Hunted. Next one is Chernobyl Diaries, film I've heard people talk about. It's had mixed reviews. I did actually like it. I thought it was a decent film. It certainly made a change from a lot of these modern remakes and reboots that keep on coming out. I liked it. Obviously the characters were a little bit dumb, but that usually happens in these types of films. But I really like the atmosphere and the setting of the film. It was really, really eerie. You know, you can't beat that setting. It was great. That's Chernobyl Diaries. Next one, a film I've not seen since the VHS days, and that is Class of 1999. I remember really liking this one as a kid, and having watched it again after all those years, I still enjoyed it. It's a really enjoyable film. Glad to have picked it up after all these years. It's Class of 1999. Next one is Deadly Outlaw Wrecker, which is a Takashi Miike film. This is one of his I've not seen before. He's made loads of films, of course. All his films that I've seen of him, I all like all the ones I've seen. So I've not seen this one yet, so I'm looking forward to watching it. And next one is a film I already own, but a different edition. I wanted to get this edition, and it's All the Colours of the Dark, the Shriek Show edition. I'll just show you the one I've had for years and years. This is the marketing film German release, which came out in 2001. I've had it since then, and it's a good release itself, so that's why I didn't get this Shriek Show one when it first came out. Then it went out of print, but I paid £20 for this because I wanted it, because it's just a fantastic film. It's a real favourite of mine. Brilliant film, Sergio Martino, and one of the most stylish horror films ever, in my opinion. Brilliant film. And last DVD is another one I already own, but I wanted to get another edition because I collect these Vipco ones that I've said before on other videos. And it's Ghost House, Umberto Lenzi. Not a great film, of course, but it is cheesy fun. Has a few gory moments in it. So right, next on to a few Blu-rays. And as I've said before, I'm quite choosy when it comes to Blu-rays because I want a consistently good collection. I don't want a load of crap. So I've only got a few. And the first one is House by the Cemetery, Lucio Fulci classic, of course. Had to get this on Blu-ray. I'd heard mixed opinions about this Arrow release, and I actually thought it was good. Not as good as the City of the Living Dead or the Beyond releases, but it was better than what I thought it was. But I really wanted this edition because it's really cool, like slip cover and that. I may eventually get the Blue Underground release as well, but fantastic film, of course, love it. Also got Frankenhooker, another one I've always liked, a real fun film. You know, always have a good time watching this, hell of a lot of fun. Frankenhooker. Next one, another upgrade from DVD, is The Exterminator, a film I've always loved. Just an awesome sort of vigilante film. Yeah, I've watched this film so many times over the years. I've not seen this Blu-ray yet. I'm really looking forward to watching it on Blu-ray. Great film. And last Blu-ray I've got is the Scream Factory release of X-Ray and Schizoid. Really had to snap this one up because these are two films which have never really had any other releases before. So really great release by Scream Factory bringing these two out. X-Ray, fantastic slasher film, and Schizoid is one I've been wanting to see for so many years. I'd never seen it before. I thought it was great, loved it. So there you go. That's most of my recent pickups anyway. So hopefully this video will work when I upload it, and I'll be back soon with another video. Take it easy.